हेलो एवरीवन। आप सभी का स्वागत है आपके अपने यूट्यूब चैनल मिशन गवर्नमेंट जॉब पर। अगर आप आर्मी मिनिस्ट्री के अंतर्गत आने वाली लैब असिस्टेंट ग्रेड थर्ड केमिस्ट एंड मेट्रोलॉजिस्ट पोस्ट की तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो आज का ये वीडियो आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाली है। तो चलिए वीडियो को शुरू करते हैं। वीडियो शुरू करने से पहले मैं दो इंपॉर्टेंट पीडीएफ्स के बारे में बता देना चाहता हूँ आपको, जो आपके प्रिपरेशन के लिए बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है। इन फर्स्ट पीडीएफ you will get previous year questions plus 1000 MCQs, which is very important and play a good role in your preparation, which cost only 89 rupees. If you want to buy, you can WhatsApp me on given number. Next, for your theory portion, this PDF will help you to study your theory portion. This PDF is also available in Hindi and English medium. If you want, you can WhatsApp me on the given number. Let's start our questions. Question number first. In tensile testing of a metallic specimen, the stress is calculated using the applied load and original cross-section area of the specimen. Which device is commonly used to perform tensile test in a laboratories? Option A, impact tester. Option B, UTM, that is universal testing machine. Option C, hardness tester. Option D, ultrasonic tester. Correct option B, UTM, universal testing machine. Next question. During a tensile test of a steel, the point at which the material begins to deform permanently is known as elastic limit. What is the term used when plastic deformation begins? Option A, yield point. Option B, fracture point. Option C, ultimate strength. Option D, necking point. Correct option A, yield point. Next question. In tensile testing of a ductile metals, necking occurs after the maximum load has been reached. Which mechanical property corresponds to the maximum stress before fracture? Option A, yield strength. Option B, ultimate testing strength. Option C, shear strength. Option D, impact strength. Correct option B, ultimate testing strength. Next question. The percentage elongation in a tensile test is used to determine the ductility of a material. Which type of material generally shows the highest ductility? Option A, cast iron. Option B, glass. Option C, mild steel. Option C, ceramics. Correct option D, mild steel. Next question. In a iodized test, impact test, the specimen is supported vertically and struck by a swinging pendulum hammer. Which property of the material is measured by this test? Option A, hardness. Option B, toughness. Option C, elasticity. Option D, brightness. Correct option B, toughness. Next question. Charpy impact testing is widely used for metals to determine their resistance to sudden loading. In the Charpy test, the specimen is supported in which manner? Option A, cantilever. Option B, simple supported. Option C, fixed support. Option D, suspended. Correct option B, simply supported. Next question. The load deflection testing. The relation between applied load and resulting deflection is studied. Which property of material can be calculated from the slope of load deflection curve? Option A, modulus of elasticity. Option B, hardness. Option C, toughness. Option C, plasticity. Correct option A, modulus of elasticity. Next question. Bend testing is used to determine the ductility and soundness of welded joints or metallic materials. Which test is commonly detected during a bend test? Option A, internal cracks. Option B, hardness. Option C, density. Option D, porosity. Correct option A, internal cracks. Next question. Universal testing machine UTM is used to conduct tensile, compression and bending test. Which measuring device is used in UTM to measure elongation? Option A, vernier caliper. Option B, extensometer. Option C, micrometer. Option D, dial gauge. Correct option A. Sorry, B, extensometer. Next question. A hardness testing machine is used to determine the resistance of a material to indentation. Which hardness test uses a diamond pyramid identer? Option A, Brinell. Option B, Rockwell. Option C, Vickers. Option D, Shore. Correct option C, Vickers. Next question. Steel is an alloy mainly composed of iron and carbon, with carbon content typically below 2%. Which element is primarily responsible for increasing hardness in steel? Carbon. Option A is correct. Carbon. Cast iron contains a higher percentage of carbon compared to steel and shows good casting properties. What is the typical carbon range in cast iron? Option A, 0.1 to 0.5%. Option B, 0.5% to 1%. Option C, 2 to 4%. Option D, 5 to 7%. Correct option C, 2 to 4%. Non-ferrous metals are metals that do not contain significant amount of iron in their composition. Which of the following is a non-ferrous metal? Option A, steel. Option B, cast iron. Option C, aluminum. Option D, pig iron. Correct option C, aluminum. Next question. Composite materials are formed by combining two or more materials to obtain improved properties. Which of the following is an example of composite material? Option A, mild steel. Option B, fiberglass. Option C, copper. Option D, aluminum. Correct option B, fiberglass. Next question. Manganese is commonly added to steel during manufacturing to improve certain properties. What is the primary role of manganese in steel? Option A, increase corrosion resistance. Option B, remove oxygen and sulfur. Option C, improve color. Option D, reduce hardness. Correct option B, remove oxygen and sulfur. Next question. Chromium is widely used as an alloying element in stainless steel to improve corrosion resistance. What is the minimum chromium content generally required for stainless steel? Option A, 5%. Option B, 10.5%. Option C, 15%. Option D, 20%. Correct option B, 10.5%. Next question. Nickel is added to steel to improve toughness and corrosion resistance. Which steel grade contains significant nickel content? Option A, stainless steel. Option B, tool steel. Option C, high speed steel. Option D, carbon steel. Correct option A, stainless steel. Next question. Non-ferrous metal like aluminum and copper are widely tested for strength and hardness. Which test is commonly used for aluminum hardness measurement? Option A, Rockwell. B scale. Option B, Rockwell C scale. Option C, Shore hardness. Option D, Vickers hardness. Correct option A, Rockwell B scale. Next question. Electroplating is a process in which a thin layer of metal is deposited on another metal surface. Which law governs the amount of metal deposited during electroplating? Option A, Newton's law. Option B, Faraday's law. Option C, Ohm's law. Option D, Boyle's law. Correct option B, Faraday's law. Next and last question of today. In electroplating, the object to be plated is connected to negative terminal of the power supply. What is this electrode called? Option A, cathode. Option B, anode. Option C, electrolyte. Option D, insulator. Correct option A, cathode. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.